Okay, so now that we're officially done the whole Cake Island arc, I want to talk about what's going to be happening in the future of One Piece. Mostly some predictions I have for what's going to be happening during Wano. Now, before I get into this video, I'm going to preference that I am not an expert on all things One Piece. When it comes to the series, my knowledge on it is not anywhere near as, say, Sawyer Sever Mage, Rogers Base, For Whatever World, just three YouTubers I can think of off the top of my head. When it comes to actual factual predictions, go look at them. I'm making all my predictions solely on what I think is going to happen based off a story perspective. Okay, so start off, I think in the next chapter, chapter 903, we're going to start up the Reverie and we're going to be there for a few chapters. The only real prediction I have for this, mostly because I don't remember exactly what the Reverie is about, like exactly what all the kingdoms are meeting up for to talk about. My main prediction for this, though, is I believe that Dragon and the Revolutionary Army will make an appearance at some point when we're at the Reverie. Simply because it's been about like almost 100 or so chapters since we last saw them, and the last time we did see them was when their base was destroyed. Now, I don't think any of us in the fan base actually think that the Revolutionary Army was actually killed off by that attack. And we've all basically just been waiting for Oda to confirm that, yeah, they're all still alive. Now, I don't know if they're actually going to, reveal exactly what their all-out plan is for the future of One Piece, or if they're going to just basically use this as a moment to attack and retaliate for the fact that their base was destroyed. Either way, I'm hoping Dragon himself makes an appearance simply because of the fact that it's been so long since we've seen him. And as far as I can remember, we actually haven't seen him go all out and actually fight anyone. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing exactly what his powers are and what they could do. Plus, let's be honest, we've all been jonesing to see our boy Sabo for a long time now. Then after the Reverie's done, we're heading straight into Wano, and I have a few predictions to start off with that I think is going to piss a lot of people in the fandom off. Simply because my predictions are going to be complete opposite of what a lot of people actually want to happen. For starters, again, this is going to piss a lot of people off. But for starters, if you're hoping to see Jinbei show up at some point in Wano and officially join the crew as a 10th member, don't get your hopes up. I'm sorry, but I do not see as a story base any way for Jinbei to actually show up in Wano and actually officially join the crew. And this isn't coming from someone who doesn't actually want Jinbei to join the crew. I mean, I don't exactly see what he brings to the crew, but I'm not against him joining it. I'm saying this just simply because of where we left him off at the end of the Whole Cake Island arc. I mean, based on the fact that the Sun Pirates and the Vince Smokes are struggling just to hold off Big Mom's crew, the fact that she herself showed up in the front lines leads me to believe that none of them are actually going to get out there alive. And if they are alive, then they're going to get out there by being turned into homies. And for Jinbei to be the sole survivor of the attack would completely negate everything we saw from him throughout the entire arc. Simply because of the fact that every time Jinbei had a chance to do what he wants to do, that is joining officially Destroy Pirates, he threw that chance away simply because of the fact that he wanted to protect his original crew, the Sun Pirates. So for him to be the sole survivor while they all die off or be turned into homies would kind of negate the character development we got from him throughout the entire arc. And in all honesty, the only people I actually really see surviving that attack from Big Mom would be the Vince Smokes, simply because of the fact that they have no allegiance to the Sun Pirates and they are only there to repay the debt that they owe to the Straw Hats in general. So once the Straw Hats were clear, they were the only ones I see actually getting out of there without, running into too much trouble, simply because of the fact they would do everything they can to avoid Big Mom. And then my next prediction, which I believe is going to disappoint a lot of people, myself included, if it actually ends up coming true, is that basically if you hope during Wano that we're going to see each member of the Straw Hats get their own feat and their own individual fight, then you might be disappointed, simply because of the fact that there's too many characters for us to focus on in Wano for each member of the Straw Hats, plus all those characters to get their own real individual feat or their own fight. I mean, when you think about it, we have all the Straw Hats finally being reunited, we have Law's crew, we have all the samurais, we have possibly all of the members of the Worst Generation that Kaido is currently held in captive, and we have all the characters that we haven't been introduced yet, plus all the people from Zoe. There's just way too many characters to focus on for each person to get their own individual feat. Now, there are certain characters that I do want to list off right here that I believe are actually going to get feats and they're possibly their own individual fight during the arc. And then one character at the end who I'm going to list that I don't really think is going to actually get their own fight or their own feat, but I'm hoping they do, simply because I want to see more of this character. Alright, to start off, we got Luffy. That's a given. He's the main character. He's the captain of the crew. Of course, he's going to be the one to actually go up against Kaido or get his own individual fight. Zoro, I mean, there's just no way we leave Wano, the island of samurais, without Zoro getting some kind of fight where he has to go all out. Now, when it comes to Nami, her feat solely relies on the fact of whether or not she kept Zeus at the end of the Whole Cake Island arc, because we didn't get any actual confirmation on that. Now, if she did actually keep Zeus, then I think we'll actually see during Wano how she would use him in an actual fight. I also think Robin's going to actually get her own fight simply because of the fact that out of all the Straw Hat members, I believe she's the closest to Momonosuke. And I see at some point during the arc that he's actually going to get in some kind of trouble and she would actually have to be the one to rescue him. And of course Sanji's going to get his own fight or his own individual feat simply because of the fact he's one of the big three members of this crew, and plus A lot of people were pissed off at the fact that he didn't get his own fight during the Hokigawa arc, during the year of Sanji. So Oda might rewrite the script a little bit just so that he can actually get his own fight to make up for that. And while I don't think she's actually going to get her own individual fight, I really do hope we actually get to see more of Carrot in her full moon phase, simply because of the fact that we only got a taste of it during the Hokigawa arc, and I'd actually like to see her in an actual fight go all out in that form, just to see how powerful it is and exactly what she can do. And then my last prediction for Wano, I believe at the end of the arc we're going to see Luffy, Law, and all the other members of the Worst Generation that Kaido is currently holding captive team up in order to take him down. Simply because of the fact that we know that none of them alone could take on Kaido in a one-on-one fight, so it would take all of them to working together to take him down. Plus, I believe at one point Oda did mention that we're about 60% done the story of One Piece, so if we are about this far into the story, it's about time for us to finally take down one of the Yonkos who are actually a threat. Also, and this one actually just came to me as I'm making this video, I remember that a lot of people have been saying for a while now that Zoro is hiding some kind of hidden power behind that eye that he has closed. Now, if that actually is true, we're going to get the confirmation for that in Wano, simply because of the fact, like I said, I believe Zoro's going to get an all-out fight in this arc, and if he does get into a fight where he has to go all out, if he has some kind of hidden power behind that eye, he's going to have to activate it. And now that I think about it, if Zoro does have some kind of power hidden under that eye, I wonder what it would be. Because as far as I can remember, Zoro's Haki ability is mainly focused on Armin Haki, and we haven't really seen him use any type of observation Haki up to this point. But since it would be an eye ability, I'm guessing if it actually is some kind of superpower that's related to Haki, it would have to be observation Haki. So I'm interested in seeing what it is now that we know that Haki could be extended to the point where you can see into the future slightly. I wonder exactly what kind of power Zoro developed with his observation Haki in that eye. But that's pretty much it for my predictions. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys agree with any of the predictions I have for this video. Let me know in the comment section if you have any of your own predictions for what's going to happen in Wano and during the referee. And that's pretty much it for the video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.